Incredible flavours, even better stories. One pour, 10 minutes. Aussie bourbon lovers sharing bourbon with Australia.
Oh, got a little pop there, Dave.
Pretty pleased with that.
Welcome.
Welcome indeed. What are we having tonight, H?
Oh, we're having a Burton James this evening.
It's a single barrel wheated bourbon, and it's the barrel 101. It's the 107.6 proof. It always hand writes the labels of the single barrels. Cheers.
Oh, cheers.
Oh, if you're listening to that, hopefully you can hear that these are the mini Glencairns.
Yes, they are. They're from the Kentucky Bourbon Festival.
Why is this, H? Why are we drinking from such a small glass?
Well, in a month's time, Dave, we'll be packing our bags, heading over to KBF. So we wanted to give our listeners a few hot tips on, if they ever want to go.
Before we get too much into that, can I just run through the stats of this and we'll just talk about what we're getting here? So Sean McDonald, who is the distiller at Burton James, we love Sean so much and we're excited to see him when we head over in a month's time, thereabouts. Hand writes on these swing tags exactly what's in there. 51% corn, 45% wheat, 4% malted barley, distilled in Indiana. It's 10 years old. It was made on it's going to be April 2015. I nearly read that the Australian way. And it made 175 bottles. And it was dumped in 2025.
And I love the fact of those of you that are watching this that it's literally like written on the back of a baseball card. Like, it's really cool.
That is super cool.
Baseball card and then all the info's on the back. I love it.
That nose, lovely, caramelly, kind of creamy nose. Creamy caramel?
Yeah.
Is that weird?
No, that's that smoothness that you get with it.
So much flavour.
Yeah.
So much vanilla goodness. I love it.
Would you say the nose matches the taste when it comes to this one? Because it's definitely got a beautiful nose on it.
It is not disaggregated as...
You love using that word now that you know what it means.
It's aggregated? Is that what liquids have to say? And then the weight, because this was last week's episode, see, because of the Dry July thing.
Oh, I know.
We're back.
I know, we're back. We're back live again, people, after a month of...
It's not...
no, not live.
Don't think anyone's listening to it right now, eh?
No, but we're back in sync.
Correct.
Our last few episodes have been throwback episodes. Due to Dry July.
Very good.
I know. We get a bottle of the first Kentucky Bourbon Festival we ever went to. We stumbled across the Burton James stall, and
I'm not sure that's actually true.
It is.
It was the one before last. We've been to a few, but anyway, go on.
I thought it was the first one because we've only got 3 bottles now. 2.
I think we've only had 2. I'm happy to be wrong. I'm happy to be wrong.
Anyway. When we came across it, every year since we bought our first bottle, we've gone back and bought a bottle from that stall because it's always a winner.
I'm so happy with this. David Drickhouse called this his vanilla gorilla.
Yeah.
Because we pointed to it, we said go over and you've got to go and check out
Burton James.
And I think more than just us were saying that because this is what happens at the Kentucky Bourbon Festival.
Kentucky Bourbon Festival, it was one of the bottle picks of the festival because they always just do such great flavours.
They do great flavours. All right, come on then. So the thing that I said to you before is we want to do 3 each top tips for people who are heading to KBF, whether they're Australians or not. Well, I've written a pretty big list, but I think gentlemen would allow the ladies to go first.
Just in case I steal some of yours.
What are your top 3 tips for someone who's thinking about heading over to Kentucky, to Bardstown in what's that going to be, the second weekend of September?
Yep. My first tip would be don't rush. Enjoy it. Like, people get there really early, queue up. Obviously, if you're someone who's there for specific bottles, there's definitely part of the crowd that's there for that. And if that's you, go for gold. But if you're there to actually just enjoy the festival, my advice would be don't rush. Like, head in, go around the smaller distilleries, go to the big ones, pick the ones that don't have queues. Just go slow. Like, you don't need a rush, and you don't need to queue if you're not there for specific things. So this is such sound advice, and one of the things that I've already kind of visualised in my mind is that when the gates open on the Friday morning, is it going to be midday? I think that's right. Yeah, open at midday. We won't be standing in that queue that's going to go around the block. We'll be sitting down at...
We'll be at Chicken Cock or somewhere in
whiskey.
Bardstown. We'll find somewhere nice. We're having a cocktail and we'll be waiting for the queue to die down because there's no need to rush. If you're not chasing bottles, If you're chasing bottles, I can understand why you want to be in there as quick as you can. But if you're not chasing really crazy bottles, don't rush. Don't stress yourself with standing in a queue unless you're really looking to meet lots of people in the queue and stuff, which is cool as well. But you meet lots of people inside too. We love the idea of just taking it easy, wait till the queue dies down and meander in and enjoy it because there's so much fun.
My other two tips would be stop past St. Joey's for the steak sandwich. It's tip number 2.
I had steak sandwich written down as well.
I knew you would, David. It's always last year I was really nervous that because I was going to go back. I was like the first time we had it was the best. That I thought I'd built it up in my head how good it was. That I was going to be disappointed, but I wasn't. It was great. So definitely go grab a steak sandwich. And there's lots of great food trucks and stuff there, so you can eat during the day. Pace yourself out. And the last one was as you go around the different distillers and stalls and everything, ask questions and listen to the stories because it's easy to get caught up in trying everything and tasting all the flavours and all that, trying to get through as much as you can, but just stop and listen. And like to me, it's the stories behind each of the bottles that we tasted that I loved the most. And meeting the people. It's the people.
I think if you've followed the Kentucky Bourbon Festival thing, particularly on social media for a few years, you probably saw, I think particularly last year, but it happens all the time, and it's true of all bourbon culture, but there was this great kind of set of posts where people were talking about what's the greatest thing about Kentucky Bourbon Festival, and there's this lovely motif of it's the people is the thing.
It really is.
And stopping and taking time to chat and meet people, and it doesn't matter whether they're a master distiller from a distillery, or a rep, or just another bourbon fan from somewhere nearby or far away, or whether there's someone who's cooking the barbecue or something. The people in the community and around bourbon are bloody amazing, and we love meeting them, and that's what makes it so cool. And the bourbon's cool as well, but the people is what absolutely makes it sing. So
the people
stopping
and
and listening to stories.
It's amazing. They're my top 3 tips, Dave. What have you got that you're allowed more than 3, but can you squeeze it into a few minutes?
I'll see how I go. One of mine near the top was actually around water. You can easily, if you haven't done, because it's so much fun and the structure of it's so cool and interesting and different to a lot of other whiskey festivals you get to do. As someone who really likes whiskey festivals and going to somewhere where they give you a glass as you walk in and then you've got access to a lot of pours, pacing yourself and drinking water and having breaks and stuff is actually really important so that you can really do it really well. Because if you don't, you cook yourself early and you'll make a mess of it.
Mini dry July throughout the day.
They have these great big water stations where you can top up your water bottles and get lots of water. So drinking water, taking breaks, that's an easy one.
It definitely helps you get the best out of the day.
Yeah, you can have fun. And then I think maybe that's linked to that. I'm going to bundle this into one. Is that and this is only really something that I've started to get better at. Is it's okay if you don't, unless you're really loving something, it's okay to sample it, get a really good understanding of it, and then what's left in your glass doesn't have to end up in your mouth. Yeah. You don't actually have to drink everything that's poured for you.
I felt so bad the first time that it was one of the days I was driving, and so I would have a little sample, and then obviously I'd have to tip the rest out, and I just felt so guilty. But it's true, you can get some of the flavour and not drink the beautiful pours they give you the whole day.
As bourbon nerds, we often will be trying not just the stuff that's 80 proof or 90 proof. We'll be trying the high proof stuff. There's a lot of barrel proof, single barrels, all that kind of stuff, and that they're high proof, and you're getting a lot of alcohol in your glass over and over. And if no one was stopping you from doing anything, you could be drinking really high proof whiskies a lot of it.
Yeah,
and so
but then you wouldn't get the most out of the day.
To pace yourself. Yeah. And so it's just sensible.
And next update.
My next one is a bit wacky, actually. And I don't know if anyone else does it the way that I do this. I actually think it's a good idea to take notes.
Oh, yeah.
I take copious notes.
He does. And I have to admit, to start with, I was like, okay, Dave. But then when you're going back after 3 days of sampling all this stuff, it's really handy to have notes that you just record them.
So I use Notion, my phone platform, but you can handwrite them if you want, or you can use the notes app in your phone or whatever. But it's about sorted by distillery and what bottles we've tried and liked, and then stories from the distilleries and all that kind of stuff. I love it because you learn so many cool things. But
we often go back and we'll listen and be like, oh, I totally forgot that. Like, and especially as parts of the stories, because you hear so many great stories that you remember bits of the stories that you've recorded in the notes afterwards from different distilleries and fun facts that by the time you've done 3 days of it, it all blends into one fabulous thing.
My other one is about transport, getting from where you're staying to
tricky one.
The Kentucky Bourbon Festival, because in the past few years there's been some complexity. We often stay in Louisville.
Yep.
And this year they're doing ticketed shuttles, which I'm excited about the prospect of how good this can be. We'll report back about how this goes because we've had different varying levels of success with that. But this year I'm hopeful for how good it's going to be. But the shuttle is a good one. I think you can still get shuttle tickets. So if you haven't got shuttle tickets and you're staying in Louisville, I think they get good value and will absolutely make your day better.
Yeah.
But make sure you know how you're going to get there and get home. It's a good one. So you don't have to worry about it. It's basically it.
Let someone do the hard work for you.
I've done more than 3. Can I keep going?
Yes.
My next one is to ask silly questions. You kind of said this already. But
stealing mine now.
Be curious, ask silly questions, and don't be worried about asking silly questions.
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of us don't know anywhere near as much as a lot of other people know, but there's also a lot of people who know less or more than that, and it's totally fine to ask silly questions and good questions, and that people want to share it.
You learn stuff. What's the worst that can happen? That they tell you something you already know?
Great.
Like, that's
and you're
all right.
chatting with someone cool over a bourbon. What a good outcome.
Yeah.
I think that's awesome.
Be curious. That's a good one, Dave.
Awesome. And I think that the best ultimate one is to just relax and enjoy it, because it is such a in our calendar, in the 365 days we get for every year, these are 3 of our favourite days without a doubt. And relax and enjoy it and have fun and meet awesome people and enjoy great whiskey.
It's pretty fun.
And you might even find a bottle that's as good as this one from Burton James. Thanks, Sean. Cheers.
Cheers.
Thanks for listening. Make sure you're connected with us on TikTok, Instagram and YouTube, and stay connected with us by clicking subscribe on your favourite podcast app.